It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Touchdown, defense. Both steps to right.
Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready? It's the man read. 47's the mic. Hey, 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 hey.
Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
March 47. March 47.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Sliding out of the pocket. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting. Kill. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now Kamara. Room here to run. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 46 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Saints 7, Ravens 0. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Ravens
Let's go.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Ingram. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw is Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Gets past one man, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Got him in. It's Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
48 for Mike. I got you. Hey, easy.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, easy.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Ready? Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Well, this is caught by Gibb. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Ricky. Hey, kill.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ready? Mike spot four. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. We own them. Mike's 54. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 47's the mark, boy. 47. Check.
Again, Jackson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. He scored on the ground and through the air, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. On the ground, Kamara. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. The final shot before half for Breeze. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On second and 12, Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Right there.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's caught left side by the tight end, Boyle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Right there. Day, baby.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Running right, this is Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First down, New Orleans.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Set. 5-8. 5-8. 5-1. Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards. And the Saints first down.
Ready.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, easy.
On 1st down, Breeze. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Hey, easy. Easy.
After the sack on 1st down, Breeze again has it complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defense,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jackson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Ingram. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now it's Ingram.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. This is Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
36, line 36. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Hey, easy. Switch. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
To throw is Breeze. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill.
First down, Saints.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
36, line 36.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Haywood.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. And the Saints first down.
Ready.
Breeze now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. I'm coming.
Into the red zone. It's Breeze. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
21. Hey, let's go. 48 to Mike. Here we go. Check tight. Check.
Back to throw, Breeze. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
After the interception, here's Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the two-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He's an attack, attack, attack coach. Always attack.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.